Hi, Aquarius. This is your August 1st to your August 15th general reading. I've already pre shuffled your cards and I played them out for you. I apologize to all my subscribers. I know I have not put a video out in quite some time. I actually have been working on some other projects to connect to the channel, and I will tell you about them at the end of the video. Okay, Aquarius, you got a very interesting spread. I think it's a very interesting message that you have to listen to. All right. The underlying energy of this reading is life experience, and it says a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. Time to spread your wings. So, Aquarius, there's something that has happened or something that has gone on for you that has kind of sparked you or made you want to change some areas of your life. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each card and I'm going to tell you what the card says, and then I'm going to tell you the main messages of the actual reading. You have Page of Earth up here. So it talks about good news about financial matters. It says waiting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. I think that's very well connected to this life experience that you've had. Next to it, you have the moon. It talks about important psychic insights, events behind the scene, release fears that hold you back. So what I'm getting already, Aquarius, is that from this life experience that you've had, it's made you want to do something different somewhere in the area of your career or your job life. Um, Maybe you were worried about finances with this or how you were going to go about doing it, but the angels are telling you that you're receiving help from behind the scenes, our spiritual realm, okay? And to release those fears that are holding you back, not to hold yourself back to go in this direction that you're being prompted and guided to go in. And I say prompted and guided to go in because you have a lot of purple cards in the reading, which talks about the crown chakra, and that is usually where you're receiving the intuitive messages or guidances. Something's kind of prompting you to do something different, but you got some fears around it. Okay. I don't think you have a whole lot of fears around it. I think it's more related to how will I do this financially, because I don't see any swords in your reading and I don't see any cups cards in your reading. Okay. You really just have a lot of fire and a lot of intuitive messages coming in that has to do with something in your tangible life. Okay. Followed by the moon card, you have the high priestess, and they're telling you listen to your intuition and have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting. Okay. And then over here you have Page of Fire, and it says news of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality to do this. All right. So I think this is something that's already happened for some of you guys. You've already realized through this life event, whatever this is that has happened to you, that there's something else that you would like to do. And I do believe it's career and job related. And at the end of the reading, I'll pull some cards from the original tarot deck, get some clarity on them. Um, if this news has not come in for you yet, it is going to come in for you. But I believe for most of you, this is something you may have started already and maybe are getting a little stuck by your fear and not knowing how to move forward. And it could be really related to financial matters. But the angels are telling you use your intuition and have patience with this. Whatever this is, if this is trying to build a business, whatever it is, they're telling you have patience and release the fears because central to your reading is Nine of Fire. And this card speaks to not giving up, okay, to protect what you've created and have courage and believe in yourself. So this may be something that's already in the works for you guys. This endeavor may have come in. This change was influenced by this life experience that you had. And like I said, I feel like there was some fears surrounding money with this, but they're telling you um, not to worry that there's good news coming in and to use your intuition and how to go about getting this, okay? This situation is calling for you. You have awakening, which is a very significant card. It's major arcana. You actually have one, two, three, four, five major arcanas in your reading, okay? So these major arcanas are very important because they're life lessons for us. They're life lessons that we need to learn, and if we're not aware and we're not paying attention, we don't realize that they're coming across as life lessons for us, and they keep repeating in our life. Have you ever noticed certain patterns or phases or cycles that keep repeating. That's for a reason. They really won't stop until we actually learn those lessons and make the right choices with them. But this card, particularly, it's the awakening card. And it says to look at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. Okay. So you're being encouraged to take this new endeavor or this new area of study that you want to do, or this new career path or business that you want to do. You're being encouraged to take that path and to protect it, not to let it go. Because I feel like with the 10 of fire being right here, it talks about too much work and needing to accept help from others, that life is out of balance and that there could be stress related health concerns. So there's definitely something in the works for you, Aquarius, but at this time it's you're taking on too much. They're not asking you to stop it. They're asking you to just really carefully consider what it is you want before doing it. Is this going to be something that just consumes all of your time and energy? Because right by it is the Queen of Earth, and it talks about making time for those around you and to take a sensible approach to things, which means not, you got a lot of, passion and fire here, but not needing to burn yourself out over it and putting your life out of balance and not making time for those around you. You got to make sure that you have balance in this, or they're forewarning you that there could be stress related health issues. Okay. They want you to protect what you've started, and they want you to continue on this endeavor, but they want you to take a sensible approach. Okay. And they want you to deal with any challenges in a kind and understanding manner. That is what the Queen of Earth is representing. And when I see that, it means if things aren't going exactly the way that you want, or you don't feel that it's going the way that you want, change your perspective on it. It just means there might be another way, or there's a reason why it's not going forth right now. Okay, so change your perspective on it with the awakening card. And also, when I see the awakening card, I kind of know that somebody's going through some type of personal journey or spiritual awakening when I see this, and they can't understand things. And it's usually triggered by a traumatic life experience that happens to us that makes us really want to change ourselves and change our lives, because deep down we begin to know that there's changes that need to be made, that we've been living in a kind of conditioned sense our whole lives. And then when we realize that and we start to discover who we are, we start awakening up. This process that you're in with this new endeavor is probably part of the process of spiritual awakening or spiritual journey for you, and you don't realize it yet, because it's through the process that we're being transformed. Okay, through the challenges and through the obstacles is how we are awakening it, because we're learning different aspects about ourselves and areas that we tap into that we didn't know that were there. We start doing things we didn't think were possible, um, because this life experience is kinds of pushes us to, because we know we can't live the way we've been living, unhappy or unfulfilled, or not living in our true life purpose. So it's the process. So if things aren't going as fast as you'd like them to go, um, it's probably because the process is not supposed to go that fast for you. All right, it's who you become in the process, which is the most important thing, and you have to become that person before you actually get to do that thing that you're trying to do, whether that's your own company, whatever that may be. It's a general reading, so it's really hard to say what area of your life it applies to. You just have to apply it to your life. Um, but it looks like you're supposed to take this endeavor, and that you were led and guided here by your intuition. And the angels are saying, continue. Continue. Don't worry about the financial things. Help is coming in for you. Don't give up. Protect it. But it's also telling you that you may be doing this a little too fast, too much, and you're burning out. And that will not expedite the process for you. It will only delay it, because, like I said, it's in this process that we're actually transforming. A lot of the times when we start something, even if we've invested a lot of time and we think it should go and it should be taken off the ground and things should be moving in our direction, it doesn't, because it's really not about the outcome. It's about that whole process and our transformation in it and discovering who we are. So keep that in mind, okay? Under the High Priestess, you have number 5, Unity, which is the Hermit, also in the original tarot. It says traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded people. So whatever this is, they're encouraging you to reach out to people, someone who's already done this or knows how to do this, whatever it is that you're trying to create or manifest right now. Um, and learn to see how you can move forward. They're telling you you don't have to do it all by yourself, okay? Um, but they want you to believe in yourself that you can manifest this and produce whatever this is that you want. Usually, with the Hermit, with number 5, um, it's really about going within and finding that path that leads us to our true selves. And once we realize our true selves, we're able to step into our life purpose. Most people are just very unhappy and unfulfilled in their life right now because they're not living their life purpose. In order to get into your life purpose, you have to get rid of all the layers of conditioning and all the layers of ego to get down to who you truly are. And a lot of times in this process, we start doing other things, different jobs, different careers, um, things we thought we once wanted. We realized we really didn't want them. We were just conditioned by society to think that that would bring us happiness. So we went to school and we got that career and we got that job, or we had that family that we thought, with the big house and the kids, because we were going to be happy. And then you realize a long time into your life that those aren't the things that fulfill you or make you happy. You have to be happiness, um, so that if you don't have those things, you're still happy. You have to be that person before you get to the outcome of what you want. But most people are realizing the things they thought were going to make them happy really leave them very unfulfilled and leave them living meaningless lives. Yeah, you might have a really good paying job and a really good position, but you're burnt out, exhausted, and tired at the end of the day, and you have no time for quality time with your family. You feel unfulfilled and you lack meaning in your life. Just as an example, I'm giving you that as an example. So, like I said, very good message for you. Um, if you're on like I said, a certain endeavor that you were guided to, and it looks like you have been. Um, they're saying don't give up, but they're also asking you. The angels are asking you to ask yourself to release your fears about this, especially because this card sits right in between these two, especially about financial matters. Have the courage to go forward. Find the path that brings you closer to who you are, your light. Use that to guide you through this process. Know that there will be challenges and obstacles, but they're only put there kind of as a test and to develop you so that when you do get to the point of whatever this is that you're trying to do in your life, through this is you'll be who you need to be to do this. If you rush that process and you don't get all the lessons in, and you don't develop yourself before you get here, and you do manifest this, it will crumble because you won't be who you need to be to sustain it. Okay. And they're saying have patience and to listen to your intuition with this. Okay. And when you awaken, it causes you to look at things from a different perspective. And it's letting you know there's a temporary standstill right now. Okay. Um, and that's why they're encouraging you not to give up. All right. But it's because there's some other things going on. They don't want you in the Ten of Fire, the Ten of Swords, feeling heavily weighed down and mentally exhausted in this process. That's not how it's supposed to go for you. And if you find yourself trying to manifest from that point of mental exhaustion and fears and anxiety, you're just drawing that back into your life through the law of attraction. It's telling you it's important to be yourself at this time too, for whatever that means for some of you. One of the projects that I worked on while I was off the air for a few months was I recreated my website. That link is below for you. But I also started blogging on my website. So if you go to my website, you'll find the blog tab. And I actually just wrote an article on there about spiritual awakening and what it is through my own experience. And I even wrote an article about my own personal experience through my own journey of a life experience that caused me to have to make a great transition and change in my life, and what that was like for me, but to also show you guys to just keep going and not rush the process. There's a reason why it doesn't just go right off the bat for you and everything just falls into place. There's a lot more to it, um, that's happening that you can't see. All right, I'm going to pull a few of the tarot cards from the Rider-Waite deck. Just going to see if I get some more clarification on this for you, and then I'm going to pull one card from the angel message deck. So guys, like I said, I added a few things onto the channel. In the description box you'll see the link to my new website. It has my services, my prices. It also has the blog tab. I also added my Divinity Path Facebook page for you as well. Go on there and join. I'll post when I do promotions on the services. I'll also post when I do blog topics on there, so you'll know what topics I put up, and you can just go right to my website. Anyone that joins each month, I will put your name in a drawing to receive a free reading. You can only be drawn once because you can only join one time. So each month, I will put in there who won the free reading. I'll contact you through the Facebook page, and I'll ask you for your email address. Let's see, Aquarius. What do we have? 3 cards. Ace of Wands, new beginning. This already started for you. It's in the past position. 8 of Swords, and then 2 of Wands. Okay, so, and then I'll give you the bottom. You have 6 of Wands. So yes, it says victory. This new endeavor or this new path or journey that you're experiencing, it's telling you keep going. It's just confirmation of the 9 of Fire that you've already heard in the reading. It tells you victory's there. You still got a little more ways to go. Have patience. Use your intuition to get through it. Okay, it will guide you. There's divine guidance around you at all times. Just ask for it and then be open to receiving the signs. So it shows Ace of Wands. It shows a new beginning. This is something you're passionate about, though. And this is why it will work for you. If you try to manifest or produce something from a place where you're not passionate and it doesn't put you in alignment with who you are, it can't flow. Okay, you can't flow with it. You're not in alignment with who you are, and it just sets off a different type of energy to the universe, and the universe doesn't support you. Okay, but this is something that you're passionate about. Make sure you keep that passion, and you're doing it from a place of integrity. Okay, um, and the universe will support you, and you have confirmation from the Page of Earth right here that there's good news about financial majors. Okay, it looks like you got some mental thoughts right here, though, something that you're keeping yourself stuck. And the swords, like I said, they're a mental process, and look, it could be related to fears, worries, and you do have that in the Moon card. But they're telling you, don't let them hold you back, because this is something that you're being given divine messages to do. That's why you're doing it, and they're asking you to remember that. That there's things going on behind the scenes, which is our spiritual realms that we don't see, the universal energies and all of that. Um, you're holding yourself back, though, because of your thoughts. So the angels are strongly encouraging you to release your fears. Okay, and maybe it's because you don't know which direction to go in. You can't see. You got the blindfold on. That's why they're telling you use your intuition and go within and find what brings you closer to you. And it shows you holding the world in your hands. So I love the 2 of Wands. It shows you've done some work. You've overcome the obstacles. This is the future card for you. You've overcome the obstacles and the challenges and the struggles, and now you're waiting for your rewards to come in. Okay, you're like looking out into the world and you're asking yourself, what do I want? And you have the High Priestess here too, and it tells you to carefully decide what you want before acting. So some of you could be trying to figure out what you want, and I think the angels are suggesting that find what brings you closer to what you want. It will bring you into your life purpose, and then everything will align and it will come to you. But it's a very good outcome card for you. It shows you just waiting for your rewards to come to you. I'm going to pull one card from the Angel Messages deck. This will be your last message from this reading. Very good reading. Very good. Don't give up. Whatever you do, Aquarius, this life experience didn't happen to you by accident. Um, and sometimes it's easy to be confused and lost when we start a new journey in our lives, but the new journey is very well needed for us. Very well needed for us. And it allows you to awaken too to who you are, to who you truly are, and what your life purpose really is. But that awakening process can be very long. It can have a lot of hardships and challenges, but just know that you can get through it, and you need to get through it. Don't backpedal and give up. All right, one more time. Let's see. What's your angel message? Okay, you have Sonia, and she says, I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. And it says, I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. So I'm not sure. That may resonate with a few of you. I'm not really sure how many, but let me know, okay? And I will be doing your mid-month readings in a few months. Overall, Aquarius, your reading's very good. It's very positive. Looks like, you're stumbling a little bit or trying to figure things out right now in this direction that you've gone on. But do know, if you don't give up and you just stay very grounded and you keep moving forward, not to the point of exhaustion, though I caution you against that, um, that you're moving in the right direction and there'll be victory there for you. All right, guys. All the information that I've explained to you is in the description box below. I hope you enjoyed the reading. And as always, I love your feedback. Please let me know if the reading resonated with you. And I will see you guys for your mid month.